Hello guys, welcome back to the channel guys. Guys, it's underscore Jackie 62 guys. If it's the first time you've seen my YouTube channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Sharing is caring. Anyways guys, today I'm going to be talking about a very controversial topic. But specifically guys, I'm going to be taking an imaginary flight over to Kenya, Africa, East Africa, specifically Nebaanse. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Anyways, guys, please forgive my mess here. I'm moving. I'm moving to California, and it's a lot going on. But anyways, let's get into it. Guys, the reason why I'm doing this reaction here is particularly for I am Mara. Okay, it has been alleged. Okay, not sure. I don't live there. I'm not in their lives, but everyone are saying that Mara has beaten Rocio, and Rocio is not in the village. Nobody knows where Rocio is. I guess my Super One, JT Podcasts, all those people over there in Africa, on trending, all of those people, Nairobi teacher, especially Nairobi teacher, they're reporting that allegedly Rocio has been beaten by Ayamara. And guys, you know that domestic violence is a very serious crime. But domestic violence in the places like Nebaansa, East Africa, it's not a crime, okay? To what I am understanding, my Super One was saying that women that sees men on TV like Ayamara and all these women that are trying to visit and to take up these African boys, there is a dark secret behind these African men. They beat women. It's a part of the culture. They beat women, and women cannot do anything about it. The police don't arrest these men, so the men them just they're just at liberty to just beat their woman anytime they want. They can kick them down, they can punch them in the face, they can spit on them, they can rape them, they can do without consequences in Nebaanse, East Africa. And the reason why I'm talking about it, I am so annoyed. I am so annoyed. I am so upset. I am so frustrated with this domestic violence, okay? Because I can't do anything about it. Anybody, it can happen to anybody. It also happened here in the United States. But when it happens here in the United States, you have to pay dearly for it. The government in the United States not playing around with none of you men. And a lot of men have, like I said, have beaten, stabbed. I don't want to call these dreadful things. Have murdered women here in the United States. Some of them have gotten away with it, and most of them are paying for it in prison. Some of these females have, end up, you know, died from all of this abuse. So Ayamara is putting out a pretty face on camera. He's putting out a pretty face. Oh, I am so open to all of my subscribers. I am a good guy. I am a good person. Here I'm building the village here. I'm helping a lot of people to with their YouTube channel. I'm helping a lot of people eat. I'm helping a lot of people to pay their bills. YouTube, I've brought YouTube to the Never Answer village, and a lot of people I have helped, and they have turned against me. Apparently, and also allegedly, they're saying that not me. Okay, I'm not there. They're saying that Mara, we saw it on the video where Mara was screaming at Gitty River for Gitariba taking his safari new vehicle. And I guess Rocio allegedly had given Gitariba permission to use the vehicle, and Mara was not aware of that. So Mara came down and was very upset with Gitariba and was saying, Gitariba, I don't want this guy in my compound. I don't want to ever deal with this guy. He needs to fix my truck, fix my safari truck. And he showed where there was a big old dent or mark in the side of the vehicle. He was screaming so hard, and apparently I heard that he took it out on Rocio and gave her a really bad beating. So now some people are saying that Rocio is hiding in where's the capital of Kenya, down there in Nairobi. Okay, I heard that she has gone. Nairobi teacher said that on his live stream, that she had gone to the embassy down in Nairobi to try to get a visa for Maisha so she could go back to Argentina. And he was saying that, or all of them were saying that, in order, if you have a child with, if you're a foreigner and you have a child for a guy in Africa, specifically in East Africa, never answer Kenya, the two parent has to consent when as far as traveling. So Rocio, they say that Rocio was denied the visa because Mara, she didn't have a letter showing that Mara was consenting that Maisha could travel back to where she come from. Okay. Anyways, we don't know that for a fact, okay? I wasn't there. We're all hearing this from Nairobi teacher, Miss Super One, because Miss Super One said actually there is really a dark secret. Women think that these men is two sides to these men. When you see these men on TV, they look so really nice, so charming, and I don't see where none of them in Never Answer look nice and charming, and I don't see, to me, they're just a bunch of opportunists looking for these women to come from all these different countries to come and take them out of whatever they're going through, their poverty state of life that they're living in. And when they come there, they have to deal with all of those things. When they come there, start living with these men sometimes turn on them, beat them really badly. And if they're not used, most of these women that's from the Western world, they're not used to abuse. They're not used to domestic violence, okay? Because where they come from, the government don't tolerate violence when it comes on to women. Because in particularly, there's another couple that I really and truly like from Kenya. Really, really, I'm really and truly like them. Is Vidi Jona and his wife. Okay? And I know this Vidi Jona, I hope I'm saying his name right. Vidi Jona. His wife would come, I think she had come a couple times. They got married last year. She's from Ireland. I think she's a mixed black girl, very pretty girl. Okay, and she come from time to time, and I heard that it's allegedly that she doesn't want to come back to Kenya because it's either she, I don't know this for sure, okay, I'm just saying what other people are saying, that at first she was treated good, very nice, but apparently or allegedly Vijayana starting to abuse her. But I don't know if it's a physical thing that they're talking about. Maybe it's a mental kind of abuse. Maybe the family or sister or somebody was saying something. I don't know. But I noticed that she has not been back in Kenya for a while. So I don't know what happened. So if you guys know anything about Vidi Jr. and his wife, you could probably leave it down in the comment section and correct me if I'm not saying something that is right here. Okay, another thing I want to say again. I am Mara. I am Mara put out this nice picture. He has a dark side Ayamara has a dark, dark side. And the side that Ayamara has is, if you notice, Mara has one eye. He claim that he has one eye, okay? But whenever time Ayamara is not filming his video, he does not wear the glasses. He sees, even as if he sees, I don't know if he sees perfectly out of that eye, but to me I think he can still see out of that eye. His eye was injured from a child when he apparently, he said it on his live stream, that there was an disabled boy in the neighborhood, and I think he went and attacked the disabled boy by flinging the disabled boy down on the ground. And he said when he was walking away, by the time he turned around and looked, the disabled boy picked up a stone and flung it in his eye. And then when he went home, I guess he was crying home or whatever. When he went home, the machete man said that he was not taking him to the doctor because he had no right to abuse a disabled boy. So Ayamara is not so much of a good person. And this been going on from a young age, because if Ayamara was a good person, you would not try to like either knock down a disabled boy knowing that he can hardly walk as it is already. You're going to knock down a disabled boy. All of those things are learned from when you're a child, from childhood. Now you're a grown man. Okay, you're claiming that you're also good, but a lot of people are saying that Ayamara is, he has two faces. One face for the camera, another face when he's off camera. He's a raging bull. I heard that he's a raging bull. He's very abusive off camera. He's very insultive to people, his workers, and he just abuse people in general. Okay, manipulate all of his workers. Them tell them, look, if you do this, you will, I will shout out your YouTube channel. And he has also stated that whoever is coming to his compound, they have to bring something. So this guy is really not doing anything from his heart. If you're not giving him, you can't be on his videos. He's not going to shout you out. He's not going to do nothing from you. All that like pretty persona and all that stuff that he puts out on camera. I'm a good person. I am this. I'm building up my village. Okay, I'm building up my swamp house. All of that, you see that swamp villa there? All of that money came from his subscribers. And he also said, when you are doing YouTube, all you have to do, upload a video every day, be yourself. He said you don't really have to do any thumbnail, nothing fancy, no fancy editing. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And your subscribers then will come to you in time. And when your loyal subscribers come to you, all you got to do is manipulate the environment. He said it. Manipulating the environment means dry begging. Oh, you know what? And dry begging and lying. Okay, let me put that in there. Okay, this happened to me. My roof is leaking. They came and they messed up my plumbing. They did. My roof is leaking. They stole my generator. They this and they that. They stole from me, and they broke in and took this. All of that he does on camera, manipulate his subscribers so his subscribers can donate to him. And these subscribers that he has, these loyal older people, okay, they are so stupid. When I tell you, they are the stupidest creatures on the face of the earth, because in their own life they cannot afford a home like that. In their own lives they are renting, they don't own. Most of them live in the US, most of them live in Canada and the UK. And living, most of these older subscribers, a few of them might have their homes, we don't know. But the research have shown that these older folks are mostly on social security, And the government gives them their social security checks, and they turn around and send it to allegedly Ayamara every single month. Every single month, they support that family there. David Jr. gets money from his subscribers every month. Every month, they get money, especially Ayamara. Every time you turn around, Ayamara is saying, okay, I am going to build a road. I'm going to do a garage. I'm going to do this. Every time Ayamara comes up with a project, most of the projects are mostly unfinished. Subscribers be diving in, sending money. Oh, yo, here is my WhatsApp number. Okay, here is my WhatsApp number. You can send it in my email. You can tag me in my email. These people are scammers. If you guys cannot see that by now, you guys is going to wake up one of these days and realize what's going on. Ayamara is not going to be able to do the things that he's been doing forever. Okay? He is going to come out. And I have a feeling if Rocio was really beaten, okay, and she has run away. I see where JP podcast saying that she's not coming back. I don't know how they know this. But um if Rocio was to come out and talk, can you imagine all the secret that she has for Ayamara? Ayamara, if I'm like you better kiss Rocio's ass. I heard that. Let me check my microphone. That Ayamara know that Rocio is sick. This guy is up in his village receiving Mercedes Benz. Who is going to drive that Mercedes Benz? Ayamara cannot drive a car. He claimed that he has one eye and he can hardly see out of one of his eye. So how are you going to be driving a car if you're not comfortable with the road and you don't know how to drive? That Mercedes Benz I heard was supposed to be going for Rocio. And the road that he claimed that he created for the villagers was only for them because they were getting that nice car in the village. So that's why he was created. That's why he created that road or dug out the road or whatever he thinks he's doing to that road because Rocio was going to be driving that Mercedes Benz. The car was bought for Rocio. And I don't know what happened to cross Marwa like that. Why Marwa would turn on his wife like that, knowing that she has your child. She has had your child, and you're going to be you're gonna beat this woman like that. No, she's from Argentina. She's not even from Africa. If you took somebody and you send for somebody from their country or wherever you send from them for, and they come to your village, okay, and you got to treat them that way. How could you feel within yourself as a man to have your woman, you're supposed to be taking care of your woman, and for your woman for you to beat her like that, for her to take your child and run away, for her to be recuperating somewhere and you're not there taking care of her. Don't That's what a husband's supposed to do. You're claiming that is she is your wife. That's what you claim. So I don't know how you're gonna claim somebody as your wife if you have not been legally married, or have you? We don't know what's going on behind the camera. We definitely don't know what's going on. But personally, whether it's black, white, yellow, pink, or blue, no woman deserves to be abused. No woman deserves to be beaten, especially by their husbands or their boyfriends or whatever it is. You don't abuse somebody who you claim that you love so dearly and who you claim that has your child, which she has your child. So if that be the case, subscribers, you should not you should not put up with Mara beating a woman. I heard that there's a lot of subscribers. They know what's going on. They're not saying anything. They've got tight lips when it comes on to IMR. It's not right. Because how would you feel if you have a child, right? Your daughter or your son or whoever is married to or their spouse or living with someone, and they're abusing them physically, they're beating them to the point where they have to run away. How would you feel? So why are you guys keeping secrets for Ayamara? That is not right. Ayamara needs to be investigated by somebody and be thrown in jail if this is true. I don't tolerate this from nobody, abusing nobody. I don't care who you are. And domestic violence happens even in my country, Jamaica. When I was in Jamaica, I used to see women get beat a few times by men. So this has happened everywhere in the world. And I'm going to read up on Google and do a little bit of research for you guys and let you guys see that this happens everywhere, and it's time we have to change that. Anyways, it says domestic violence, also known as intimate partner violence, IBV, is a worldwide global issue affecting millions of women. It is a serious human rights violation with devastating consequences for individuals, family, and society as a whole. Global intimates. Approximately 1 in 3 women worldwide experience physical or sexual violence, mostly by an intimate partner. Okay? Okay, and they also said, this is Google, I'm doing my reverse. I'm doing my re, oh, anyways, let's move on because it's not coming out right. Anyways, intimate partner violence globally, an estimated 736 million women. 736 million women have experienced physical and or sexual violence by an intimate partner. Okay? In 2022, femicide, they call it, around 48,800 women and girls were killed by intimate partners or family members. You hear that for yourself. Specific regions. The prevalence of IBV varies by region, with some areas like the WHO African region, I told you, and the WHO Southeast Asia region reporting rates as high as 33%. So definitely domestic violence is a big issue worldwide. And if Ayamara has beaten Rocio to the point where she went in hiding and she probably hospitalized somewhere, sick somewhere. I heard that she came out on Instagram and saying that she's been very sick. She has a high fever and she will come out and do a nice vlog. Lady, you do not need to come out and do a nice vlog. You need to come out and talk about what has happened to you. And also, what we are discovering that most of the women that are suffering from abuse, they are so embarrassed and they are so ashamed that they keep this secret all to themselves. Maybe a family member might know or a close friend, but it's not something that women are willing to talk about freely like that. There's a high stigma of embarrassment when it comes on to domestic violence, guys. So we really have to kind of like tread lightly. It's a very sensitive topic, okay? It's very, very sensitive when it comes on to those women, the victims of domestic violence. And we have to stop it. And I am Mara, and all those African men, they are not above the law. And somebody should investigate Ayamara. Ayamara, shame, shame, shame on you. You deserve to be behind bars if you beat your wife, allegedly beat your wife to the point where she ran off and you didn't even know that she left the village. Okay, all those shenanigans that you're putting up front, that you're giving people stuff and you're cutting out roads for the villagers. You're not cutting out no roads for the villagers. You're cutting out the roads for your convenience because I think Trenchtown Grandpa did that road for you. And I blame Trenchtown Grandpa for that because Ayamara claimed that he's the richest man in Nebaanse, and Trenchtown boy or Trenchtown grandpa had to come and open up your eyes and let you realize that you have to dig the road. And another thing that I have to say to you directly, Ayamara, if you're going to do a road, you do it properly. A road has to be dug out, it has to be gravelled off. Okay, so trucks and trucks of sands and dirt is not going to help that road. As soon as it rains again, that roads will be filled up in all kinds of holes and gutters. Okay, you have to dig that road. It has to have drain pipes to drain water to a sewer area, and also has to put a block top. Like when you're driving on the freeway, you see those smooth roads. That's how you have to do that road. And again, too, who gave you permission to dig out that road? Did you get a permit from your government or from your councilman in your area? Did they authorize you to do a road like that? Because normally when people are digging road, that's government issues. Infrastructure is something that is handled by the government. You are not the government there. You're not the president of Never Answer, the president of East Africa, and you claim that you're doing a better job than the president. What better job you doing there? Except you're begging from your subscribers and begging and begging and begging and begging and ill-treating your workers that's working for you because you claim that you really don't have to pay them. You guys give them food and $3 a day. You call that a paycheck? I hope that's not so because you would not like to be treated like that. Okay? You would not like for somebody to work you like a dog and give you $3 for the day. It doesn't matter where you are, if you're in Africa, United States, or wherever in the darkest of the world. We Westerners do not believe in slavery, modern day slavery, like what you guys are doing over in Africa. You in particular, Ayamara, I'm talking about. And Ayamara, you need to go and clean up yourself. You look so disgusting. You look so wretched. Okay, I don't know why Rocio would even see anything in a man like you. Look at your hair. You look like you don't bathe. You always be peeing on camera. You don't use toilet paper to clean your ass. Okay, you don't use deodorant under your arms. You don't take baths regularly. You smell. So why would Rocio leave Argentina, left Argentina to be with somebody like you? They say when you take the hog out of the mud, the hog is going to go right back on water in it again. The sister in Dimwango said in a video in Jamaica, when she was in Jamaica with that Jamaican girl, they were at the river bathing. The girl was scrubbing out her private parts and washing herself very nice. Dimwango was on the other end saying, she's saying that I don't use soap down in my vagina. No, sir. The vagina clean itself. What vagina gonna clean itself? Don't you menstruate? You pee and you do number two. What's gonna clean itself? The vagina don't clean itself. How is it going to clean itself after menstruation? How is it going to clean yourself? You have to take a bath and you got to use soap down there. And if you can't deal with a strong soap, get a mild soap for the intimate areas and clean yourself properly. And also go get a douche and douche out yourself. That's how that works. Because if you guys don't do that, you guys gonna be stinky. And a lot of people have complained that you guys have high body odor. You guys smells. So I don't know why Rocio would stoop to something like this. The dude don't wash his head. The dude don't use soap. He does not buy clothes. He wears a Christmas sweater. When was Christmas? One was Christmas. Christmas only comes once per year on the 25th of December. And this guy have a Christmas sweater on 12 months of the year. This guy have the same clothes on with this guy has women clothes on 12 times for the year. You don't see this guy in regular clothes like how men wear regular clothes. Men wears clothes, men clothes. This guy's always in women clothes. He does not wear underwears. Why would Rocio would stoop down so low? Just because he says that is a rich man. A lot of people come on camera and lie to attract females. Look at the other women that he has gone with. Bo had to run away because Mara wouldn't let her leave. Her mama had to send for her. Watch the videos them and go back into the videos. Ayamara has a dark history. And and the reason why I think he got so mad to the point where we was turning against Gitty River, try to turn against Gitty River if you like, because Gitty River has all of your secrets. And the reason you saw quick he went and get to River to come into that entourage of cars that was coming into Nebraska. Gitty River was in every one of that scene, all of his videos, and because he does not want to piss off Gitty River too much, because Gitty River knows too much of Ayamara's secret. Okay, so that's why Gitty River is still there. But Gitty River, if you know what's good for you, those reactors are waiting to hear the juice. Those reactors are waiting to hear, especially Black Beauty TV. She's waiting to hear from you. She said that she would take you. Okay? So Ayamara should be walking on the edges right now. Okay? Should be walking on edges at this moment. And if Rocio comes out and talk, oh my God, I would feel sorry for this dude. Rocio, please, if you have been beaten, please do not go back to Ayamara because he's going to do it again. Domestic violencers, they have a habit of repeating. It's never going to stop. Even if he goes to counseling, change his ways, apologize, which I don't see where this man is apologizing to you. And Cameron says, oh my God, I want my wife, I want my baby. I don't see this man doing that. So what that tell you, these people, Dimwango and Ayamara, David Jr., and the mother, they all have this stiff face. And they all use God prayers to cover up their darkness. God don't only love you people, God loves everybody. You guys are not special. Okay? And I don't know if you remember the incident last year where allegedly that Congrat's mom had beaten and her arm was broken by her husband, the Machete man. It's violence in that village. Dimwango, she to the point. She looked like she's so heartless. She was walking around with a headless boyfriend, and the boyfriend left and went back to Poland or wherever he came from. And D Mongas never came and said, oh my God, I miss my boyfriend so much. Did he reach over safely? They talk, of course, on camera because she collect his phone calls while she doing videos to prove to everybody that she's still with them. It's a big game going on. Okay, she just have to make sure, oh, this is my boyfriend on the phone calling, and you're so I haven't heard, oh, I love you guys, and how I miss you so much. We haven't heard none of that, so I don't know why you're bringing your phone call and lying for if you can't show your feelings. You guys are so artless. You guys' heart are so tough. Tough, tough, tough. The only person that I see you was going crazy for like that you would probably come out and spill out your belly and probably open up your belly for was Kina. But Kina was not interested in you. Kina like nice, clean, pretty girls. That's what Kina likes. Kina does not like smells. And he also told everybody that he's had a girlfriend. And you with your imaginary behavior, an imaginary, your delusional self. Keno is my boyfriend or was my boyfriend. You wish you could have had Keno. That Jamaican is too good for you. Okay, so stick with your boyfriend in Poland or stick with whoever it is, even the one from the Philippines. You ruined that boy. He's running like a mad cow. He ran away from me. And the one, Nicolette, what? Ponte, this Ponte guy. Oh my God. He's another one with all of your dirts them. And you guys treated him so bad like shit in the village. You know what it is? Michael Ponte, you should be happy you're alive now because the way how they beat people in that place, that's the last place that anybody should even want to go. Africa, certain parts of Africa, Kenya, violence, they beat people there. Ladies, do not go there. Don't go there. There are men in the United States. There are men in Canada. There are men in the UK. Why are you guys running for those black men for? Why? Tell me. Tell me what is the difference. Just tell me. Why you guys have to be running to Africa to get there's no other men anyplace else in this world? Tell me. You guys looking stupid. You guys are stupid. Stay away from those men in Africa. They are no good. Point blank, period. You guys must have lost your self-esteem to the point your self-esteem is so low to the point where you have to pay $2,000 for a flight to go to Africa just to go get one of those black boys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It is so, I pity you guys. I pity you all. Anyways, guys, this is going to be the end of my video. Okay? This was just a video that I felt that I had to do when I heard what happened to Rocio, why Rocio is hiding in, I don't know if she have left, if she's on her way to Argentina. We don't know what happened. Hopefully she's okay. Rosie, if you're okay, if it's true that Mara is beating you, please do not go back to Ayamara. Please to expose him, because if you do expose Mara, you're going to save a lot of women. Women should not condone violence. Domestic violence is a serious thing. It's very serious. Please, ladies, if you're going through abuse, seek help before it's too late. Okay? Please to seek help before it's too late. You've got 911 that you can call here in the United States. You got the crisis center here. You got, just don't keep it. Report it. Get out of it. Don't stay. Don't let it get to the point where you're losing your life. Okay? Anyways, guys, this is all I've got for you guys. Please don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Turn on your notification, okay? So every time you see this Jackie here, and every time this Jackie puts out a video, you will be notified. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Love you so all. Bye-bye.